Okay. Man, things are breaking. This is just annoying. Hey. Where was it? Easy does it. Where would you like to put this, Senpai? The closet? Understood. Certainly it's gotten messy, what with everything that's happened over the last year. We're overdue for a spring clean. I, Mash Krylite, will have to have this place spick and span for you. Or Kirillite, I should say. Kirillite. Kyrillite. Hiya. Ooh, foo. Thank you, Fo, but we'll be fine. Please wait here until we're done. Fo. Hey, you two. How's things? Hey, now this one's the slacker queen, or I don't know, working. I don't know. Should you be Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm slacking off. Seriously, Da Vinci? Hey, don't give me that look. It's part of my job making sure the two of you are in top shape. Oh, and if any of the higher-ups ask where I am, tell them I'm not here, okay? Okay? Alright. Tell them we geniuses need 3 times more rest than most people. So we can work 30 times more efficiently. Oh, I think these are your personal belongings, Senpai. What would you like me to do with them? Put them there on the shelf. Under the bed? No, we'll do the shelves. Okay. I see the top of the shelf is very dusty. I'll go ahead and clean there too. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, scampers. Senpai. This is your room, Senpai. You're the one that has to clean it. Come on, Senpai, stop grinning. So peaceful now. Ooh, that takes care of this part of your room. Since Da Vinci's here, too, why don't we take a little break, Senpai? I'll go make some tea. Oh! Thank you, Fo. It's nice of you to keep me company. I'll be back soon, Senpai. I'm glad to see her in high spirits again, but she's still not completely healed. Yes and no. Her exam results are all perfect. Her cell structure has rejuvenated to that of a teenager. Her nerves and blood vessels are like new. But her non-human parts, that's another story. The enormous magical energy she possessed as a demi-servant is gone. Her magical circuits have jammed. You've learned a lot about magecraft over the last year, so you know that magical circuits last for a life. Whenever a mage uses a spell, they flip a switch to turn on the magical circuits inside their body. This activates them in voila! They can cast spells when they don't need them. Okay, they can cast spells when they don't need them. They just flip the switch back. Basically, the switch is always there, and your ability to use spells depends on whether it's on or off. But right now, there's no way to turn MASH's circuits on, even though the circuits themselves are fine. It's kind of like the switch is jammed and can't be flipped. Does MASH know about this? Of course, patients have the right to know about their conditions nowadays. She was puzzled by this abnormality with her magical circuits too, but she was glad to learn she's healthy. Anyway, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Don't worry, it'll sort itself out eventually. I'll add though, it might be a good idea for MASH to get out a bit more. Like, say, going to school. Yes, Caldea Academy, open soon. I know what you're thinking. Naturally, genius that I am, I'm free to wear a student uniform or teach art as I please. And no, that does not include working at the school shop. Thank you very much. So what do you think? School teacher looks suits me pretty well, right? It really does. Alright. At any rate, if MASH really were to start going to school, I bet she'd have guys and girls alike fawning over her. You don't say. Of course she would. She'd be getting... Seriously, you're gonna go into that? I just love innocent young couples. Teasing opportunities alone make life worth living. Nobody's laying... Da Vinci, stop filling Senpai his head with nonsense. Please don't pay her any heed, Senpai. Here, have some tea, go on. Nobody. Besides, I haven't even had time to think about things like that. What with all that's happened. Enough joking around. You really do need to think about your future, MASH. You only get to dream big when you're young. This is your chance to broaden your horizons. Yes, I know that. I know that. It's just... Of course, you'll need somebody with experience to help guide you. Isn't that right, Demon Blade Senpai? As your senpai, it's your job to make sure MASH has a bright future ahead of her, don't you think? I'm on it. Oh yeah, I'm on it. Now that's what I'd like to hear. Come to think of it, those people from Mages Association didn't stick around very long, did they? We must have overloaded their poor minds with the sheer quantity of data we gathered over the last year. Between Caldea summons and on-site summons, we're easily called upon more than 100 servants. And then there was us visiting singularies in 7 different eras, plus 10 plus ray shifts to minor singularities in between. Oh, they're actually counting that. Normally, a ray shift is a major event. It requires approval from the Mages Association and the UN. We may have done it to save the world, but we still broke all sorts of regulations. Still, the fact remains that we saved the world. Senpai? What is it? Never heard this while making the tea. Are you kidding me? Hey, don't shoot the messenger. As the first team gets here, they're going to shake up things up with the staff. Looks like they're foisting a bunch of well-known mages from all sorts of fields on us. We still don't have a complete list, but here's a few we know are coming. August Herrick Esplund from Holloway, whatever that is. Crust Rennie Wigner from Kisher. Philia Skillifi from Mistyle. And Missaria Crowlum from Crimea. If that weren't about enough, it sounds like the policies is getting involved too. They're talking about completely overhauling Chaldea while they analyze the data. Perfect storm of autocracy, neutrality, and democracy. What gives them the right to? Lev Lanier. Oh. You remember how he served as an advisor, right? There's every possibility he had an accomplice, and it's entirely possible that if he did, they are still out there. That's why we've got a target on our backs. We are all under suspicion for active terrorism that put 38 top-tier mages in comas. And we can't ask the spheres for help, since they're still in upheaval after Olga Mary's death. First, they need to designate the family that divided the Amnisphere origin crest as a new successor, and get other families' consent. Once that's done, they have to complete the rituals and get various approvals needed for succession before they can finally come to Chaldea. So by the time that happens, we'll either have lost all of our authority, or in the worst case, they'll ignore all our achievements, freeze Chaldea's assets, and seal everything away, including us. Damn it, if only Roman were still alive. Come on, we've wasted enough time talking about this. Besides, I want to Dr. Damon Blaze files while we still can. And you, along with a few other people, are going to help me. Huh? Why should I? Listen, let me put it to you like this. Do you really think that they'll believe that a master with no experience showed up on the day of the attack and just to fill an empty space on the roster, was able to command several different servants and take on actual heroes of all time periods he visited, alone, without modicum of support? And finally, when the dust settled, he actually managed to restore humanity? Because I don't even believe it. We shouldn't even be alive now. But we are. It's all thanks to him. Well, Listen, I'm sorry. It's just, when you stop and think about what Damon Blade has accomplished, or I should say, the Master, it's unbelievable. So much so that the Mages Association, Chaldea included, may get caught up in political infighting. No, I'm sure they will. And before it's over, someone's gonna get disappeared. So that's why I want to edit Dave Blade's information while I still can. Even just a little bit. For example, we could say Chaldea's backup was in fine shape, even after the terrorist attack. This amateur master we've been relying on was never more than a way to maintain servant contracts. Dr. Roman was the one who handled all the complex matters, including hero negotiations and so on. I know it's wrong, and it'll end up disgracing David Blade's name. But he's been fighting alongside us for a year now. Don't you want to make sure he has a future? Okay, I'm in. Where do we start? Let's start with Orleans, where the first singularity was. I see. Well, they've actually got the right idea. After everything, there's no doubting David Blade is a hero. That's a long one. Okay. Go to the bottom. After everything, there's no doubting David Blade is a hero who saved the world, and so now the association knows his talent. They're not going to leave him alone. Assuming, of course, that we just hand over the raw data. I don't want Senpai to get caught up in a political battle either. But it's not fair that nobody will know he saved the world. I wouldn't say... Don't worry, Mash. Senpai? You all know. He's right. You know, Mash. So do I. So does the entire Chaldea staff. And Romani, though he's dead. Don't forget the many servants he formed contracts with. Heroes, anti-heroes, and the servants who gathered at the Temple of Time. They certainly know. I bet even Gautier gets it. Each and every one of them knows exactly who is responsible for saving the world. That's okay. You don't crave recognition, do you? No, that's what the Twitch... that's what Twitch is for. No, that's not it. You truly respect everyone you've met while saving the world. Servants, people, everyone. So, if they know, and they believe in you, it's all you need, isn't it? Senpai. Foe. Yes, what is it, Foe? Oh, you want a snack? Foe. Foe, you seem, kind of seems more innocent these days, doesn't he? Now then. They're going to start investigating Chaldea pretty soon, so I think I'm gonna make my escape. You two can stay here and make sure the whole room is nice and clean. See you later. Good luck, Da Vinci, but try not to slack off too much, okay? The queen of slacking off. Okay, Senpai. Shall we get back to cleaning? Look, there's still all those Halloween and Christmas decorations piled up in the corner. We should put those away too. Let's do it, Mash. Yes, Master. Full. Sometime after. There, that looks better. Now what next? I've got it. We should take a chance to clean the other rooms, so they'll be ready when servants come back. What the? That's the alarm! Oh! What's going? David Blade! Ash! It's an emergency! I need you to come to the command room right now, right away! Let's go, Senpai! I can't pinpoint the singularity's location. It appears to be confined in an incredibly small area. Analyze its wavelengths. Find out if it's similar to the other singularities. I found it. It's 74% similar to Singularity F. Now, filter and analyze to major Japanese cities. How long will that take? Give me 5 minutes. I've got Shiba's observation results. foundation of humanity fluctuation is over 30%, almost the same as the 7 singularities. Although, that's strange, something's off. Off? Off how? I'm sorry, it might be just my imagination. I've seen 7 singularities over the past year, and something about this new one just strikes me as odd. Don't dismiss your intuition. I want you to think about what it is until you remember. Yes, ma'am. I'll start comparing the singularities right away. I've got it. It's in Tokyo. It's in the Shinjuku ward. That is small. Shinjuku is just a single ward in an entire entire capital city, right? The year is 1999. 1999? I don't remember any historic events taking place then. No, it was a perfectly ordinary year. There was no events that the singularity, events that could result in a singularity, but... Damon Blade reporting for duty. Ash Kirlake reporting for duty. Damon Blade, Ash. What in the world? We've got another singularity. But isn't Gotia... Yes, we know. This shouldn't even be possible. Gotia is gone and the 7 singularities were all repaired. However, one thing always bothered me. The fact that the singularities pose a threat from the moment of their occurrence. Look, you've been going around and quashed every little singularity that popped up this past year, right? Those occurred because the emergence of 7 singularities created some major time distortions, which in turn affected other timelines. And just because the 7 singularities were repaired doesn't mean that those distortions simply disappear. That said, I couldn't have foreseen that until the appearance of another singularity on par with those. Anyway, you slice it, this is not good. And a bag of chips. Well, bag of Cheetos. I apologize. So, no, not entirely. And to make matters worse, the people in the Mages Association was supposed to the people the Mage Association was supposed to send still aren't here. Which means, you got it, Damon Blade, we have no choice but to ask you to repair it, this singularity as well. I've already told the UN and the association that this is supposed to be part of the Demon God Pillar incident cleanup. They weren't totally on board with it, but they should still be satisfied once we send them the data. So on that note, it's time for you to step up and save the world again. You mean, Senpai has to fight yet again? Nope. Well, I don't think any master who is unfamiliar with what it's like in a singularity would stand much of a chance here. After all, looks like this singularity is just as abnormal as the other 7. I think so too. But that's exactly why I think Master shouldn't go. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. But the fact remains that right now, Damon Blade is the only master we've got. Thankfully, we still have some servants here too. I'll shift them along with you. You won't have to worry about anything while you get to the bottom of this. So, That's where we stand. Da Vinci. Don't worry, I'll come back. Senpai. Coffin is ready. We're good to go anytime. Good. I'll be straight with you. The situation here is dire, and we have no clue what's going on. Mash, you should have a good idea what Romani's role was right now, right? You need to verify Damon Blade's existence so that he doesn't disappear. His vitals will be in a constant state of flux. Don't take your eyes off of them. Any start to show abnormal values, edit them immediately. You won't be able to sleep until things calm down. In some ways, this may be harder than ray shifting. But no matter how dire it gets, focus on your master's data and keep validating as it is. No matter how dire it gets, the best thing you can do for Damon Blade is, right now. How about it? Are you up for it? I am. I vow to support Senpai as best I can. Or my name isn't Mash Kirillite. Let's both give it our all. I really hate that I can't fight alongside you, but these orders from Dr. Armand are important too. I promise to do my very best to carry them out. Good, now I won't have to worry about that part of this job. Delegating is best. Da Vinci, whatever you're thinking, I don't like it. Let's get to it then. Shinjuku, Tokyo, 1999. This should be one of the best, should be one of the safest times and places in history. Literally, actually, it should be. But now something's going on there. I know that, telling you this, like trying to tell me how to paint. But watch your step, step out there, Damon Blade. Master Candidate 48, Damon Blade. If you wish to save humanity, if you wish to save the future beyond 2018, then you must go alone, face 7 singularities, and face really? You're gonna do this? Are you prepared to do this? Can you shoulder the burden of Chaldea and humanity's future? How pathetic. Looks like I'm the only one who has yet to be mentally prepared. But that's coming to an end right now. That look on your face, Damon Blade, it cheered me up. As the acting director of Chaldea, I order you to enter the coffin. Please, put an end to this absurd scheme. And prove that an endeavor as hollow as Solomon's simply needs to go up in flames without anybody ever knowing about it. Are you alright? Damon Blade? Yeah, rub my eyes. Yes, I'm fine. Okay. It's time to board the coffin. Alright, starting on summon program. Commencing Spiritron conversion. Ray shift beginning in 3, 2, 1. All systems are go. Analyze. Lost order. Commencing. Belt recast. Belt. Shinjuku Phantom Incident. unknown servant. I might as well just... Hey, I'm already on it. Key up, Huh? Master, wake up, please. Ash? Master, please, get a hold of yourself. Not again. This is a 7th singularity all over again. What's going on? There must be servants nearby. Ask them for help. This can't be right. All the servants should have free-shifted alongside David Blade have been sent flying. I don't have any servants. David Blade doesn't have any servants to support him anymore. What? Da Vinci, you have to call him back. You can't. The singularity is establishing itself too quickly. You can't bring David Blade back until he fixes the error. You have to give it a shot. I don't think we can do it before he hits the ground. Master, I'm done for. Ah yes, save the falling boy. That's precisely the girl's role in this soon-to-begin love story, and hope them meet cute, as it were. Soon enough, you'll be off gallivanting about your new love story, doing your best to fix a singularity, or perhaps not. Truly a love story, a grand take. Unfortunately, though, your rescuer is either a dapper young gentleman or a beautiful young lady. You must content yourself with yours truly, a rather dashing looking old man. Thank you. I am impressed that you have the wherewithal to mind your matters at a time like this. You must be exceptionally polite or exceptionally foolish. Let's hope for the former. Now for the landing. Ooh, that was no mean feat for a gentleman of 50 or thereabouts. But I brought it off perfectly. Not that I would expect anything less of myself. Right then, how are you holding up? No brain damage? Nerves all right? Bones intact? Pardon my lack of manners. I must have been scrutinizing for you rather closely. Well, don't mind me. I'm just a dried-up old man. Not much different from being inspected by a machine. The important part, of course, is to be certain that you're still fit and able. Excellent. Oh, now that we know your will... Welcome to Hell, Master of Chaldea. Hell? Just take a look at what happened to the city. Robots? What? What is all this? Spellcasters, demonic beasts, sentient mannequins, and pseudo-soldiers known as Hornets. Almost all of the good people have died off, leaving only the worst of the worst. A fin de chair, in every sense of the word. Cut off from the outside world, this city has become a prison. A horrific cesspool of utterable vile. We call it Shinjuku, the quarantine territory of malice. Shinjuku? Quarantine territory of malice? It seems the time has come to reveal Shinjuku's first secret. It's nothing earth-shaking, but go on, see for yourself. Is that a wall surrounding all of Shinjuku, just like the one that encircled Uruk? Right you are, it's a wall, and yes, it does surround Shinjuku. And what's beyond the wall, you ask? Nobody knows. No transmissions come in. No transmissions go out. I thought that everything burnt down when all of humanity was incinerated. We're currently unable to analyze anything but Shinjuku. Shiba apparently can make out the scattered remains of the wards that neighbor Shinjuku. But otherwise, the outside the wall appears to be the same as the periphery of the singularity during the incineration. Excuse me, but that, what's that tower over there to the west? Tower? Oh, that tower. I don't remember that being there. A servanty person. Do you know what that is? Well, that, I believe that you will find out, that is the lair of the one who will be, your nemesis here. But I'm afraid you won't, be getting there anytime soon. I'm sure you understand that in stories such as ours, the path to the villain is Ceruleus' best. That's how you say that word. So you mean the path that cuts off before it reaches there? What about hopping along the rooftops? I'm afraid that you wouldn't make it. I'm afraid that would make you easy pickings for the enemy servants. Servants? Just who are you? Yes, I think it's about time you told us that. I see. I suppose it would be proper for me to tell you my true name now. But remember this, Master Chaldea. Usually a servant must keep their true name hidden. After all, revealing it would also mean revealing their weakness. The more invisible a renowned hero of myth seems, the more certainly they are to have a weakness. Invincible. Mythology, after all, does sometimes have its plot devices. Sometimes, the bigger the monster, the easier it is to dispatch. Thus, the custom among us servants of calling each other by our class names is typical of Holy Grail Wars. Though I'm given to understand that there was no time for that sort of thing during the restoration of humanity. Of course, with any number of masters urgently shouting, "Archer attack, Archer heal, Archer and Archer defend," one could be forgiven for getting a little confused. Nonetheless, in this singularity, revealing one's true name could prove fatal. Are we clear on that, young man? As such, I can tell you my class name and facilitate easy communications, but I cannot yet reveal my true name. I hope you will understand. Understood. The perfect answer. Small wonder it was you who saved the world. Very well then, I shall tell you my class name. I'll be even more specific to help you make a proper appellation. My class is Archer. I am known, or so I'm told, as Archer of Shinjuku. Of course, you may call me Archer. If you won't find that confusing. Don't you think that sounds a little... Like the name of a Cappuccino host, you say? I cannot blame you for thinking so. This butterfly emblem does seems to have been made with an eye to garnering female attention. Not that I've ever had any interest in or luck with women, even when I was alive, of course. All right then. Let us begin our trip into hell. Archer class, huh? I would have guessed you were a caster. You're a sharp one, aren't you? Even my spirit origin wanders. If I wasn't originally supposed to be a caster. Wonders. You know what? Never mind. For that moment, I may seem otherwise, but I am surely an archer. And by 1999, I don't even need to wait around for Agnomalous. If all the weapons of mass destruction scattered around here and scattered around the world were to activate, we'd be done for. Of course, it's usually the case that it doesn't happen. Theoretically, that's even how it should be. Without something akin to divine intervention, destroying the world should have been an impossible dream. Now, the world's so small, it can fit in the size of the palm of your hand. Certainly, that simplifies matters. Today, each and every one of us has a potential to destroy the world. How things change. My apologies. Listen to me rambling on when we should focus. Talks like a bad guy, dresses like in modern day clothing, and looks like a caster. I'm drawing a blank. Sorry about that. At any rate, Messer of Chaldea, you may want to take a few steps back from where you're standing. What with a net and all? Net? Damn, I missed. Is that wire mesh or something? Master, I'm picking several hostile entities. You need to get out of there immediately. Now, just hold your horses, young miss. This excellent opportunity to truly understand what's happened to Shinjuku. This is an excellent opportunity to truly understand what's happened to Shinjuku. But I will, of course, assist. It is the very reason I saved the young master here, after all. Think of this as my audition of sorts. Now we've got him. Hey! Oh there, guys. What a handsome guy. I can't wait to mess him up. Is there no run-of-the-mill ruffians? Are they enchanted? can ordinary humans in 1999 do that? An excellent question. The answer is that they are not, in fact, ordinary. They're spellcasters that have managed to survive this living hell. Only the truly wicked can survive in Shinjuku as it is now. Anyone lacking vicious virtue meets with oppression or death. Order is long since gone. Chaos is all that remains. Kill them. If their bodies are clean, the necromancers will give a good price for them. Well then, Master Caldea. Now that you're in this evil world, awash with sin and bereft of punishment, what do you have to show me? I have nothing to show you. Join me first. Of course. Well then, this should be This should certainly be diverting. Right, Master? Give me your orders. Annihilate them. Annihilate them good. Well, they're all casters, so this rider lineup that I got should easily. Well, I don't know. This is the first time doing a Shinjuku, like going through any of the Shinjuku stuff, so.
争うのですね。それはとても悲しいことなのに。
舐めてくれたね。こいつは高くつくよ。
奇跡を。
いいね。
愛を知らない悲しき竜。星のようにパラスク。
してくれる。
砲撃よーい。木図と消えな。
それにやる気がもりもり。それにやる気がもりもり湧いてくるわ。いざ。
ここが命の張りどころってね。
彼方まで。
This will clean them up.
遠征は終わらぬ。我らが胸に彼方への野心がある限り。アイオニオンヘタイロイ。
もう頭も足りなかったね。
All enemies defeated. Well done, Master. Hey, Mash, got a second? What is it? Do you have any idea what the Archer of Shinjuku's true name might be? No, I'm afraid not. Not only am I the world's most eminent artist, but I'm also the world's foremost authority on servants. And that one doesn't line up with anything I know. Even if I narrow the scope to either archers or casters, there's always something off about him. Yes, I think so too. I get the feeling he's not just hiding his name. He might be disguising his class. You too, huh? Still, I can understand mistaking, say, a saber for a berserker. But a caster for an archer? That seems seriously unlikely. And then there's his fighting style. Yes, I wonder about that too, even though I never actually used them. An archer who uses bullets? Naturally, I've got a few ideas, but he doesn't line up with any of them. At any rate, we should be keep trying to find out who he is. I don't say anything, but don't say anything about this to Damon Blade. Understood. I'll continue to investigate his identity while this operation is underway. Damn it! You'll pay for this! Talking about cliched. All done. I must say, one truly feels one's ears when being summoned at the age to fight in battle. At this age. Weren't you summoned in your prime? Haha, you got me there. I suppose this must be my prime. I am in excellent shape, and this coffin certainly makes it easy to hit whatever I happen to aim for. Now's your prime? Are you certain? Right you are, young knight. I have no memory whatsoever of being young during my prime. In fact, ever since I got older, my memory has been hazy and fragmented. It's really quite troublesome. Why was I fighting here? I wonder. That's what I want to know. I suppose you would, wouldn't you? At any rate, I take it you now understand how truly awful Shinjuku is. So, Archer of Shinjuku, now that things have calmed down a bit, I was hoping we could have a chat. Yes. I certainly understand. You want to know more what's going on in Shinjuku, don't you? I'm sure you want to know how it's unusual. You want to know how it's unusual, and where history might have gone astray. Well, before we get to that, why don't we make a deal? I'll tell you the truth about this city. In return, you'll pay me accordingly. Cash? Credit? Cash? Neither really. What I want from you is trust. I want to hear you say you trust me, and also I act accordingly. In all my life, there is only one thing which I've trusted absolutely, and you are not it. Do you think you can trust me? I want to. So, it's not that you don't trust me, it's that you want to trust, that you want to. Eh? Good. If you had agreed to trust me right away, I would have packed up and gone home immediately. Not that I have a home to go to, of course. That smug look is infuriating. Now, this is just how I look natural. At any rate, neither of us trust the other yet. But I think there's one big thing that we can agree on. We cannot permit Shinjuku to remain as it is. Evil cannot be permitted to rampage unchecked. Because it's like, you want all the evil for yourself, yay! I think it's safe to say that we're on the same page there. For now. Delightful! Then I shall do my utmost to earn your trust. And you may demonstrate what you're capable of. You command... Oh. Ooh, that's fast. You commanded several servants and triumphed over the 7 singularities, right? That must mean you're not the only master in the world. You're the, You're also the greatest. Only the last master in the world. You're also the greatest. Now, I must, see for myself. Month X, Day Y, Dante's Journal. To be frank, good cannot survive here. Here, good is fragile and unreliable. Cooperation is impossible. Therefore, no choice remains but to rely on others. Science makes for less than the sum of its parts. As such, evil always will always refuse good. A cat, all skin and bones, has summoned the last of its strength to consume a dog's remains. Its gaze is as sharp and deadly as a knife. The rat nearby, waiting for scraps, dare not approach. The person draws near, hoping to beat the cat to death and devour it both and the dog. And then the rats come, swarming over the 3 larger creatures until their bones are gone. Evil consumes both good and evil alike, annihilating each with equal disdain. To survive here, one must either possess great power or move in a group of like-minded comrades. Unfortunately for me, being a part of the group is not something I excel at. So, what am I to do? My investigation of Shinjuku is proceeding apace. Though the knowledge of Shinjuku is imparted to me differs greatly from the reality of its insides, the premises of the external structure remain largely intact. Therefore, there are ruins where buildings should be, and collapsed husks where houses should be. However, there's something different about that building. What could it be? Month X, Day Z. Dante's Journal. I have confirmed the presence of a visitor from Chaldea. He is now accompanied by another. His situation is more perilous than he realizes, for that one's heart is pure evil. Believe me, I would know, for evil is as evil does. From the moment he was born, he knew contempt. To him, love has always been a foreign concept. That's why I find him standing at his side to be so frightening. However, if he was to find out that what I was up to, I would lose the element of surprise. At the moment, my sole advantage is that nobody knows I'm here. We still believe the singularity to be some sort of mistake. The result is of a mere coincidence. No. This has to be meticulously planned out from the beginning. With his involvement, it has to be. Good. That'll do nicely. Dante having a journal? That's kind of, different. Alright, the backstreet. Backstreet's back. Yeah, right. Alright, so let's do something fun. Alright, let's change lineup. Yep. Yeah, remove. we're going to put... Where's Sumo? Sumo! Did I pass Sumo? What's the problem with, Ah, there it is. Seltzer for fun, because, you know. And since the cap has changed, actually, let's put something on Seltzer. No, I want... Sure, we'll just go with Bond for now. Play with the memes! Hello, Rider. Hello, Archer. Hello, Assassin. You should know that the barrier picked up a signal earlier. It seems that Chaldea has sent a master to restore humanity, just as we expected. Act the ray shift coordinates to make him fall, but I'm afraid it didn't go so well. So, what's our plan now? Calm yourself, Ryder. Not that I blame you for being enraged. Could we go after them? I just bet he's raring to go. To Ryder, everyone's an enemy, including us. He couldn't be more stoked about having an enemy he can just openly kill. Besides, didn't you pretty much figure that that'd be his response to being told about Chaldea? Well, more or less. So, what exactly are you planning to do with this whole league thing? If it were me, I'd just kill him before he could see it coming. Want to do that? Please? Hell, I'll do it if you like. What do you think, other Archer? You already know what I'm going to say, Professor. Look inside yourself and know that the best course of action. Just tell me who to kill. Yes, you do have a point. I'm certainly not the type to let another's opinions change my chosen course of action. At any rate, Chaldea is finally involved. I've been waiting for this for 1,000 years. No, I shouldn't let my personal feelings show. I'll have to keep them in check. In any case, I've been expecting this. As such, I have a plan in place. First, Berserker will go on a rampage, and then Ryder will track him down. If he manages to survive even that, then it will be your turn, Assassin. You got it. Let's see if let's see. That would mean I go third. Oh man, why do I have to go start late? What about me? I'd like you to handling the flying squad. After all, you're my biggest miscalculation. Miscalculation, eh? That's nice. Now that I've been summoned here, I know that what I have to do. So, chaos across the world, and rain evil down from the sky. Piece of cake, right? Piece of cake, eh? You do realize this is very different from your previous position, right? Hey, you're lucky you got me. Make the most of it. After all, it didn't take you. Excuse me. Didn't take you long to lose your saber and lancer. Even darken, those heroic spirits never lost their pride. Getting two bad servants right off the bat. You may be a master of calculation, but your luck is awful. I make it a point not to count on something as unreliable as luck in my calculations. From that moment on, you were my miscalculation. You were the one who killed that saber and lancer so quickly after all. Not that I don't appreciate it. Don't worry about it. Consider it on my sales pitch for my new master. I had counted for losing all three of my knights at worst. Even having one of them survive is a win in my book. But that does mean my initial calculations were way off. After all, you still haven't disposed of it. So, phantom spirits are also brainwashing devices, eh? No, I don't think so. At least, I hope not. Maybe I should though. But don't worry, Professor. Even if I'm brainwashed, I still made it my mission to kill you. Appreciate your honesty. At any rate, phantom spirits are nothing more than ability enhancers, much like mages' essences. Now I see. No wonder you're an archer. He must never have stood a chance against your magical bullets. In which case, there's no need to transplant the phantom spirit. I've always been nameless, and a botched transplant could affect my spirit origin. It's perfectly safe. I didn't spend 3,000 years developing it for nothing, you know. 3,000 years, eh? How patient of you. Where are you going? With Chaldea here, the battle is certainly to get more explosive. I thought I would double check the sniper spot I picked out earlier before that happens. I see. Good man. One can never be too careful after all. I wonder who it was who said that 2 + 2 always equals 4. I'm glad you're on my side, Emiya. Normally, I would thank you for the compliment, except I can't trust a thing you say. With all your lies and deceits, the only thing I know about you for sure is that you're evil. Geez, for a guy who looks like a dealer, he sure's got a stick up his butt. It may be, but still much easier to deal with than you, assassin. After all, he's always calculating too, with a fairly complex formula at that. The answer, however, is simple. Once you figure that out, you understand him, and the formula no longer confuses you. Not that I figured it out. in its entirety. But in that sense, I find dealing with you to be far more troublesome. Me? Really? I mean, I know I'm biased and all, but I feel like there ain't many guys as easy to understand as me. You meant it when you said that you intended to kill me earlier, didn't you? You bet I did. Your formula is fairly simple, but as a result, the result is so bizarre I can't understand it. Is that a compliment? Absolutely. I see. In that case, thanks. I never did get too many compliments when I was alive, especially from my master. That said, I don't believe your results will affect my final calculation. I have magical bullets at my barrel. Now, I just need to have a yet to defined element, and my formula will be complete. Excuse me. Does it mean you're not going to let me out of here until this formula of yours is done? Of course not, Mr. Shakespeare. But don't let it get you down. Even compared to the other worlds, humanity here is far outside the norm. Even every one of your stories, characters, and monsters you write or have written about actually exist here. Don't you feel honored that your work has such an impact? Even if I'm a half-alter, you can't say that the prospect excites me. I mean, think about it. This is like a wondrous world of fantasy, fiction, and dreams somewhat separate from Shinjuku, right? And you excel at theater, as I recall, which is largely the same thing. The monsters that appear in my plays are only ever human. Even Caliban, from my own The Tempest, was nothing but a man in makeup. Monsters are monsters because they cannot be defined. The terror they elicit lies in the being unable to see them. Having actual monsters escape into the reality would be nothing less than a nightmare. If I were my normal self, I would recite some long-witted lines from my own works, but now that I've been inverted, I won't stand for it. So, if all I can do here is wail and repent, that is what I shall do. That is the only part of you affected by the inversion, eh? You must be quite a good Samaritan. Not at all. I simply love the patterns of the humans produce. Even if my alignment is now inverted, the writer's instinct remains the same. As such, Professor, I don't believe you and I will ever reach an understanding. We'll see. Then I'm afraid you'll continue to suffer in there. Fortunately for me, I never expected for you to cooperate of your own free will. If anything, I'd expect you to gladly betray me from the moment something new strikes your fantasy. You got me there. A little tip from the old criminal. The seeds of deception are the best planted well in advance. Oh, while you're here, I'd like you to keep mass-producing King Lears. They're quite useful. Well, this is quite the fix. No sooner do I answer the summon than I find myself in the middle of purgatory. I didn't think I had done anything so terrible as to deserve this, but perhaps I have. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. Great. Now I've gone and done something my usual self would do. Hey, Sammy. How's it going? Now then, there are, of course, numerous other life forms besides ruffians hiding in Shinjuku. 1999 or not, you'll see all sorts of demonic beast-like creatures come out of the woodwork. There are Yakuza who know magecraft, rich people with chimeras for pets, mannequins that attack you. This city may well have more ghosts than people. Is that a baby crying? And wild dogs are attacking it. Oh no, you have to say it. Huh? Wait a minute. A moment. Oh, get out. Master, you should take that baby somewhere safe. Master? It's a doll. What were you thinking running off on your own like that? Of course, it's a bomb. An explosion? Master, are you okay? Well, I'm alive at least. Do try to be more careful, would you? My back is just... my back just made a sound that backs should never make. Sorry. Well, yes, well, I can certainly appreciate the desire to help others. You certainly cannot allow your desire to lead you by the nose. You must always be mindful of your surroundings. Think about it. Why is there no guardian nearby? Why is a baby crying at set intervals? For that matter, what parent would be so reckless as to bring their baby outside to this Shinjuku? These are the sort of questions you need to be asking yourself as you examine your surroundings. Remember, meaning follows us wherever we go. Why not? Not why we live, but why we are where we are. Meaning in life can be added to after the fact, but as of now, there's absolutely no absolutely meaning in being here. You're here to repair the singularity. I, most likely, am here to help you. Or kill me, I don't know. There are others who are here to stop you as well. You will need to consider these meanings. Make a choice. Got it? Now stand up. Yes, sir. Bow. Bowing. Be seated. Nice try. Try. He didn't fall for it. Very well. Back to our discussion at hand. Think about that baby again. No matter how you look at it, that was no more than bait for a trap. You understand that, right? Now, as we know it was a trap, we must ask ourselves, who set it? Ah, here we find the answer. Master, be careful. I'm picking up 11 hostile signals near you. Is that a soprano? They're really good. It's the Colorantaurus. Colorantaurus? Hide quickly. Cola what? They're mannequins controlled by Christine, the puppet of the opera. They sing while killing people. Christine! Oh God! Ah! Please Don't! Ah! By the time they leave, not even corpses remain. Perhaps their dead bodies, they use dead bodies for material. No, save me! They say that one is one of the ruffians from earlier. Please don't, I don't want to die. Somebody save me! Ah! He's injured. But now he's dead. Well now, you stood your ground. I admire your spirit. Is that a trap too? Yes, and I'm afraid he's all but done for now. No wait, I analyzed his wounds. I don't believe they're fatal. That's not what I mean. The Coloratorus are trying to lure us in. There's no way he could escape with those kinds of injuries. Coloratorus are far quicker than any Shinjuku rat. He can only escape because they let him. That is the same tactic employed by modern-day snipers. You need to always kill your target, but you needn't always kill your target, but rather neutralize the threat they pose. Shoot their legs or stomach, keep them alive. That's enough on its own, but when their allies then come to help them, you can wound them or kill them as they increase the carnage exponentially. In other words, if we try to help the ruffians, they'll be all over us. Please, somebody help me! Gah! Well done, holding out, young master. Normally, this is where we would make our retreat. But I can see that doesn't sit with you. I can see that it doesn't sit at all well with you. No, it doesn't. In that case, we'll begin slowly, silently sneaking around them. Coloratorus have frighteningly good hearing, but we mustn't make a sound. Slowly and quietly make your own way around. Archer? You're ruining the whole stealth approach you were advocating not so long ago. Now. That was not my fault. I blame all the trash scattered around the street. You always sound so sketchy. Having to change the subject. I guess now that we've been spotted, there's no turning back. Let's be about it then, you overgrown marionettes. Here come the Coloratorus. And this is probably... Yeah. This should be simple enough.
始めるとするか。準備運動があるので少し待ちたまえ。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
クイーン。
はい。どう？
放て。
どう？もう。
ジャックな。
いいとも。
放て。
もう。
wouldn't have
王の
bet
は
one.
いいとも。星の内海、物見の無手が楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。ふむ。柄ではないんだけどね。
I'm gonna get
全ての邪悪
rid
を
of
ここ
one of
に。
these
キ
guys.
ン
And
クイーン
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝庫、ラグロンドメント・ニュヘイン。
放て。では
ええ、
ジョーク
いいとも。
and for the
神
fun of
明
it,
封
he's-
鎖疑似宝具展開お仕置きの時間だね素晴らしい世界は破滅に満ちている
Oh, and he had evade on. Dang it. That was
どう？
useless. That's cool.
もうお待たせ。夢のように片付けよう。王の話をするとしよう。
キング
ええ、
星の内海、物見の無手が楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガ
Merlin
ーデン・
doing
オ
his
ブ・ア
own.
バロン。
放て
いいとも。
クイーン
いいのね。
放て
さあどうだ。
Hmm. Unusable when there are 10 or more prick stars. Hmm. Oh, usable only. Hmm.
報復の時
では
は来た。
ジョーカージャックだ
We'll use that Buster and do Buster Chain. Or
こ
Buster.
れは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝庫、ラグロンドメント・ニュヘイン。
Dang it.
神明封鎖疑似宝具展開お仕置きの時間だね素晴らしい世界は破滅に満ちている ジャックだ。
いい
放て。
お待たせ。夢のように片付けよう。ん
Yeah, we'll go with that.
星の宇宙に物見の打てか楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Let the buffs continue.
それ柄ではないんだけどね。お待たせ。夢のように片付けよう。
Alright, how much does this actually give? Come on. Okay.
いただくとしよう。
Enough.
ではキングクイーン。
King.
神明封鎖疑似宝具展開。お仕置きの時間だね。素晴らしい。世界は破滅に満ちている。一斉奏者。
Alright. He's got himself another dodge buff, so
ク
let's
イー
just...
ン
お望みのままに。
放て。
お待たせ。夢のように片付
Alright, last enemy.
けよう。王の話をするとしても。
ここに。
星の宇宙に物見の打てか楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝刀ラグロンドメント・デュヘイ。さあ首を切りましょう。おさらばです。
Oh, nice gear. I'm gonna get more gears. Ninth Coloratura defeated. The remaining two are still keeping their distance. They're holding position. What shall we do, Master? Master, I believe we should get ready to make our retreat. As such, Mash, I would like you to find the optimal escape route for us. Huh? Are you saying... Who are they? Simple, a matriarch of sorts, who holds sway over these marionettes and her loyal slave. I'm analyzing... Okay. The surroundings. Find your optimal escape route. However, I'm afraid the enemies are still closing in quickly. Please try to hold out a little longer. In that case, perhaps we should try to speak with them and buy some time. By which, of course, make an excuse and beg for our lives. Are you good at that sort of thing, Master? If by good, you mean absolutely terrible, then sure. He may put his life on the line in everything he does, but he never once begged for it. My, that is certainly brave, although, seen in another light, it could be a kind of cowardice. Begging for one's life is something humans do to forestall their deaths as long as they can. You mustn't deny that. One should only go gentle into that kind of gentle into the good night when it is certain is their time. Oh, but Damon Blade is maybe pretty good at buying time, but if you just let him keep talking. I'll sure to keep that in mind. Here they come. Spirit origin analysis complete. It's Phantom Opera. Although something seems about him seems off. Then there's that other servant. At least I think that's a servant. I can't tell for sure. Ah, Christine, my shining jewel, my dearest light. What do you wish for? What do you desire? I'm sane. I'm not crazy. I'm crazy. I am miasma. I'm human. I'm humanity. I'm a puppet. I'm a doll. Yes, I want life. I want vitality. I want blood. I want fresh blood. I want type A. Type AB. I don't need type B. People need transfusions to live as people. They need soapboxes. One's life is lost. I can move one space forward and become human. If 2 lives are lost, I can move one space forward and become human. So 1 and 2 are the same. Yes, please, give me life. Haha. We would seem to be out of luck. Christine is in quite a state today. Chaldea, you Chaldea Master, savior of the world. Please give me your life, that I may be saved too. Now I see, Master. This is your fault. Huh? Well, you did go save the world, didn't you? If you can do that, and surely you must also have some mysterious power to save that bit of scrap. That's insane. What did you say? What did you say? What did you just call my beloved Christine? How dare you? I hate you. I'll kill you. I'll destroy you. Oh my, Christine, my love, your fury is even hotter and more beautiful than the sun. I shall kill them, yes, I shall destroy them. I will tear them both, him from them, and assemble them anew. And that will help them think about what they have done. Not a day goes by that I don't think about that. My conclusion, I'm complete. I'm perfect. I'm intellectual. How intelligent, you ask? Enough to stall for precisely the amount of time we need. Mash! I found the optimal escape route. Follow all my instructions and get out of here, Master. Excellent. Then, here's my last bit of stalling. Shots fired. Right, it's those magical bullets. So, your means are the same, even if your ends are polar opposites. You missed. Not at all, here comes the boom. I've always wanted to say that. The gas station blew up. Quick, now's your chance. Very well. That indeed was a perfect getaway. The Phantom and Christine are right on. Oh, take it right there, Senpai. Just a moment, Mash. Isn't this, what do you call it? A highway? Yes. It's Japan National Route 20. I see. I'm afraid that, with all what's happened, there are a few things that I've forgotten to mention. First, I apologize for an oversight. Secondly, I should have told you this right away, but it seems that many servants have turned in, who have turned evil here have agreed to divide and conquer, as it were. Which means this highway, as you call it, is now their territory. Rider? And let's see. Yeah, sure, we'll use a Cleopatra. And instead of Jean, we'll use... Gramps. The first son, King's son, or Gramps. There's an unwritten rule here in Shinjuku about what to do when that terrible howl rings out. If the howl is far away, you're safe. If it's close, you run away. It doesn't matter if you're fighting for your life, mugging an innocent, or being mugged yourself. When you hear the howl nearby, you drop whatever you're doing and flee as fast as you can. As far as the unwritten rule goes, this is an absolute one. Uh-oh, it's closer than I thought. Run! I guess it's too much to ask. Okay, I'll carry you. Excuse me. So you can focus on the transmission. Come on. I just picked up an enormous spirit origin running out of nowhere. And it's headed straight for you, Master. It will arrive at your position in less than 3 minutes. I knew it. You're the one the wolf's after. Wolf? You mean that thing coming towards you at 200 kilometers per hour? Well, that is if you can still call that a monster capable of tracking its prey while running at 200 kilometers per hour, an animal. This is bad. He'll catch us at this rate. Then we'll have to fight. I suppose you're right. Okay, team up with the Archer of Shinjuku and get ready and meet it head on. You can feel your soul shudder every time you hear it, right? That's fear at work. An extremely unusual kind of servant, you see. Most servants cannot exist if they're purely fictional. Their origins are rooted in myths and legends that have some kernel of true existence to them. There must be some powerful reason to exist on fiction alone. For example, the embodiment of a wish to keep one's children safe, like a picture book. Do you think have any servants on hand like that? Well, there's one who likes to go on, go on for a spin. See, fascinating. I'd love to meet them at some point. Yes, sir. The wolf you're about to come in contact with is entirely fiction. It has no reason to exist. In other words, it's not a heroic spirit, which means that it cannot be a servant. At least under normal circumstances. Fictions whose spirit origins values fail to suffice. Concepts that never go beyond mere urban legends. Beings who simply wither and disappear, failing to become either heroes or anti-heroes. We call them phantom spirits. Phantom spirits? Didn't Mr. Holmes mention those ones? True. There's much mystery surrounding Chaldea, but there are others that I must chase right now. Namely, the Phantom Spirits, who... I must not discuss this here. If you excuse me, Mr. Damon Blade. What's more, these Phantom Spirits, they're extraordinary and peculiar. They're able to be summoned as a set. You see, a mythical pair of twins, for instance, a hero accompanied by their partner. However, as remarkable as such a summoning may be, surely it is unthinkable that two beings who had absolutely no connection in life could be summoned together, right? And yet, that's exactly what happened. What the? Either I point out the giant wolf or the headless guy. You know what? The giant wolf. Indeed. Perfect mount for a headless knight. I'm still not sure which myth the wolf is from, if any, but it's just as cruel as the wolves from the myths. That much I do know. A human arm. I see you're as much of a glutton as ever. A headless knight and a wolf that eats people. And I don't even know either of their true names. Headless knight, we have no servant record for, but who could become one at some point? And a famous man-eating wolf couldn't become a heroic spirit. But I've got nothing. There's just too many possibilities. We should be able to figure out the headless rider soon, but there must be hundreds of different wolves in myth. So let's save that for later. Here they come. Let's do this, Archer. Huh, I like your spirit. That was just the call to action I needed. I must say, it's rather nice having a master. Come, Rider. Would be nice if these load times were a little bit. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh. There's at least one break bar for this, so. Dang.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
エラン背中を押せる。どこだ。では死ねえ。
難しいわね。よくてよ。
いいとも。どうかな。
Alright, I'll do this.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
Hopefully he shouldn't die.
首を出せ。あの鐘の音が聞こ
私に
信託
目
は
かけになるというの。
選んだ。
祖はエジプトの落葉終焉を示す時の日。ウラエウス・アストラテ。ですが私のせいではありません。
Oh, crazy Cleopatra.
聞くがよい。万象は何時の名を指し示した。アズライ
Ooh, nice. The break bar
No
should.
coda.
That's
まあいいでしょう。論外ですよ。はーお黙りなさい。慎んで見上げなさい。
ほんと役立たず。
いろいろしたいのね。許可よ。難しいわね。ま、よくてよ。
I don't know what effect the going through the break bar will have for this fight.
祖はエジプトの落葉終焉を示す時の日。ウラエウス・アストラテ。ですが私のせいではありません。はー慎んで見上げなさい。
Just in
あ
case.
の鐘の音が聞こえるか。ではそうしよう。エラン背中を押せる。
よくてよ。
選んだ。背中を押せ。
よくてよ。
どこだ。
That's just crazy damage just for a pose.
消えるがいい。
神託背中を押せ。
黙れ。
聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示したアズライル。どこだ。
そこだ。
Almost there.
しゃ。背中を
まあ
押せ。
いいでしょう。
どこだ。
パピルスより脆い体ね。
This is boss.
栄養はしっかり取りなさい。
Hahaha. My apologies, but I'm afraid I'm completely outclassed. I couldn't tell. I bet you could. By the way, Master, I'm on a completely different subject. Do you know how to drive? Well, you can or not. I'm afraid you'll have to. Da Vinci, I presume you can teach the young master here how to drive in real time? Probably. Why, what have you got in mind? Why, stalling for time, of course. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Let's reconvene at Shinjuku Station. Temporary contract or not, I'm still your servant for the moment. I have no plans to allow myself to die. Now, bring it! Yeah. This is a smokescreen? Huh? A servant? There's another one heading your way fast. Visual confirmation. 5, 4, 3. That was so cool. I'm impressed you have found your way to survive out here, Master of Chaldea. But I suppose we can discuss that later. Come on, let's get out of here. You don't stand a chance against, just yet. I'll tell you where to... No need, come on. Alright, take care of them. Now, I'd better find a way to make my own escape. Salter. Cunning as I may be, my identity should be safe since I've managed to stay hidden. However, I still cannot quite understand his goal. What his goal must be in siding with Chaldea. Not to mention that last act of his. No, that's not possible. He is fundamentally at odds with order. There's not a selfless bone in his body. It must be some sort of plot. I'm certain he has ulterior motives guiding his every move. And yet, I cannot see any meaning to his actions beyond a servant defending his master. This won't do. I always get worked up when it comes to him. There's also the question of, no, never mind. He should be fine with her. Now, we only need one more servant to join Chaldea's side. Of course, she's fairly twisted, But I can't let that stop me from paying her a visit. Literally, she is. Yeah. Alright. No battle here. Shinjuku Labyrinth. Oh. Calm down, Damon. Hey, we should be able to escape now that we've made it this far. Even if it, comes after us. Now, I don't believe you and I have met. You say we have? That was most likely a different me. I can assure you that this is the first time we have met. Nonetheless, now that I have been summoned here, I am very familiar with your exploits. The Grand Order, you did well to make it through such a long journey on such frail legs. Be proud, David Blade. Your achievements have earned you my respect. I mean, don't mind, it should be Artoria. It's just, I am Artoria Pendragon. And I ask of you now, will you join me? Will you? Good. Gladly. That was quick. I suppose I should have expected no less. Our contract is forward. I am your shield, I am your sword. Looks like you managed to escape. Thank you, Artoria. You must be Mash Curelite. I'm the one who should be offering my thanks. But I'm afraid that will have to wait. Right now, we must make haste to the roost. Roost? My base. Come on. Come. We can reach it on foot from here. A dog? A stray. Best stay away from it. It could bite. Hey, it's tame. It's just wagging its tail, waiting for Toria. There. What a pretty dog. I'm amazed it's doing so well out here. Woohoo. Well, please come down, foe. I'm sorry. I think he's excited to see another creature like him. No more wasting time. We need to go. I don't have any food for you. Leave us alone. Master, do you happen to have anything a dog could eat? An onion? Do not feed chocolate. Are you trying to kill him? For that matter, why do you have such a thing? And raw, no less. Very well. Come on, come with us, Caval II. There should be dog food at the roost. Did I hear that name right? Does the name Caval II displease you? Follow me, Master. You too, Caval II. How do we know that Kulain did not get summoned as a dog this time, since he's the dog of Ulster? So there are roosts in the basement of hamburger restaurants? I'll have to remember that. Don't bother. Most hamburger joints don't have basements, right? There you go, some dog food. And stop going outside on your own. How many times do I have to tell you? Good, he shows some contrition. Now go wait over there in the corner, Cavell II. How is it not her dog? Ahem. You must be tired as well, Master. You're welcome to that chair. Designed to make guests want to leave by causing comical amounts of pain long you sit in it. Thanks. Is that a smile? You know how people say smile costs nothing? Well, in my case, it also means nothing. Now then, how much do you all know about the current situation? I see, the Archer of Shinjuku. Do you know him? I do, yes. From what you have told me, Master, he saved your life when you were, he saved you when your ray shift left you falling through the air, then fought by your side until you encountering that rider. Puzzling indeed. What's puzzling? Oh, that his appearance and his goal remain unclear. But he sounded really sincere. No. That is not what I mean. There's something more fundamental that I don't understand. I fought against him once. Huh? You have? Our battle took place, during a chance encounter. He was a fierce opponent, with untold magical reserves beyond, my own. And yet, Blade, the Archer Shinjuku I fought was not the mysterious and yet good-humored man you describe. He was completely and utterly bland. His weapon, the way he wielded it, everything about him was cold and calculated. He had a firm grasp on the battlefield, used his subordinates to trap me, and attempted to eliminate every unknown factor. Did you say subordinates? I did. At the very least, he is not the sort of servant who would risk his own life to save his master. Perhaps he put one over on you. And because, well, no matter. This Shinjuku has no shortage of mysteries. Putting aside whether the Archer of Shinjuku is a traitor, let me tell you something else. The Archer of Shinjuku you encountered, the Rider of Shinjuku you fought against, are both part of a four-servant alliance that rules all of Shinjuku. League of Phantom Fiends. My guess is this league is why you were sent here, as well as a source of the singularity. The League of Phantom Fiends? 4 servants? Do you know who the other 2 are? I was trying to find out when I encountered another servant. My name is Edmund Dantes. I am an Avenger, just like that woman who always charges in head first. I believe you to have the honor. I believe you to be an honorable servant, and so I have come to you with a request. Please lend your assistance to the Master of Chaldea. Dante? You mean the Count of Monte Cristo? The man in black that we met in the Temple of Time? Edmund Dantes? Yes, I believe that is what he called himself. What is it, Master? It is him, isn't it? The one we met during that nightmare. during that nightmare. That is quite the chance encounter. What else did the Mr. Count of Monte Cristo have to say? Only that he had other matters to attend to. I should also mention that he seemed to be far too weak to handle the dangers of Shinjuku on his own. Count of Monte Cristo weak? That doesn't sound like him. Actually, it kind of sounds like him because he's like, he needs buffs. Maybe he had his power sapped by something. There's still so much we don't know. At any rate, I get that we need to beat this Phantom League or whatever, yes? But to make that happen, we also need a proper plan and more fighters on our side. You mean you're meeting back up with Archer and Shinjuku, correct? Shall we get moving? I must see him again. Depending on the circumstances, we may have to cross swords with swords again. Please keep it peaceful. I understand, but I hope you understand your situation, Dandelion. Yeah. Shinjuku, as it is now, is a city of lies. The ones you love may kill you. Those you hate may save you. All in the service of survival. Hellish though the singularity may be, when it comes to it, to that, both human and servant alike are desperate. As such, there is no guarantee that he will not betray you. But never mind that. Where are you supposed to meet him? It's getting late. I suppose spending the night here, we'll head out and meet the Archer tomorrow. Oh, one thing. I believe he agreed to meet you at Shinjuku Station, didn't you? Shinjuku Station. That hardly narrows it down. Doesn't Shinjuku Station mean Shinjuku Station? Oh, now I understand. Come to think of it, he did only say Shinjuku Station. What are you talking about, Da Vinci? What would you like to do, Master? Let's start at with the most famous meeting spot. This is going to take forever, isn't it? Senpai, please tell me, what all this is about Shinjuku Station means. Let's just say it's a maze. Shinjuku Station isn't just really big, it's practically a labyrinth. On a typical day, it averaged no fewer than 3.6 million passengers, which is, well, it's crazy. 3.6 million? On top of that, it kept adding expansions, making it almost impossible to navigate. And that's even with a map. And what's that? And just have to blow my nose there. And since the east and west exits aren't connected, going out the wrong one means starting over again. Before you know it, you've arrived at a station on a different line, and then you have to double back. If you go up the stairs and try to catch your breath, you find yourself at the bus terminal. If you try to read directions in an app, it'll have you follow a route straight through the store wall. Now, pop quiz. Where in a station will Damon Blade go in order to meet up with the Archer of Shinjuku? I see your point. Even if we can detect servants, it would be hard to navigate a maze like that. It's not like the station is free of enemies, though I'm sure that it's in part to avoid ambushes. Still, we don't have any choice but to go. We'll try to narrow down Archer's location as much as we can. I'll handle the adjustments. Ash needs a break, and I think you could use some sleep too, Master. Understood. You're going to turn in for the day, too? Right, Senpai? Hey, I'm not going to worry about where I'm going to sleep. I was just going to say good night, Mash. You too, Senpai. Please get a good night's sleep. Well, as good as I can on a hard floor. Anyway, good night, Senpai. I really hope you have sweet dreams. So, you were not unable to take down the target. Oh, sorry, I wasn't criticizing you. If anything, I expect this. He is Chaldea's last master, after all. Not only did he face the incineration of humanity alone, he defeated Godia by himself, and even lived to tell the tale. He is the most powerful master there is. If a sneak attack or two was all it took to kill him, he would have been dead long ago. Perhaps he has 9 lives, or a guardian spirit watching over him. Or is extremely lucky. But that's not all. You know this too, Ryder. We are the losing side. Good always wins. We are destined to be defeated. But matters are different here in Shinjuku. Here, we turn the tables. They said they were going to Shinjuku Station, right? I'll send my personal guard there to meet them. Go blow off some steam. There may be some kind of issue. There's 2 archers? Nothing there right now. It's either there's 2 archers or... Why would I use a saber? A saber would be stupid. I want lancers. Problem is, I don't think... Do I even have evil lancers? Yes, I do, but he's not leveled. Well, not that matters if he's not leveled. Him or... Yeah. I'll just do this. Not that it really matters. You know what? Let's... For the fun of it, so he can get some bond points. I haven't really used him in it. Good morning, Senpai. Did you sleep never mind. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, Senpai. Once you get back, I'll massage you myself. Huh? Sit. Shake. Good dog. Another job well done, Caval. 2. Did you have your morning burger, Master? Let's get going to Shinjuku Station. Because this Artoria only eats burgers. You seem confused about something. What is it? Ah, now I see. Yes, it's always night in this version of Shinjuku. Everyone has forgotten what sunlight looks like. Oh, and as for Shinjuku Station, that might come as a surprise to you too. Caval 2. You stay here and keep an eye on things. And no going out on your own this time, okay? It really is a labyrinth. Wow, Da Vinci, you weren't kidding. Wait. When I said a labyrinth, I didn't mean an actual labyrinth. What in the world is going on here? I don't know. Maybe the work of a servant, or perhaps it's simply became like this over time. At any rate, watch your step. These changes mean that Shinjuku Station has fewer X's than it should. Lose your way within, and you'll be doomed to wander its halls until you die. Now, this way. That's strange. What is it, Artoria? The ruffian who usually inhabit the station are nowhere to be seen. Of course, that in itself is not unusual. But it's strange that their campsite is completely gone from this passageway. Are you sure that you're just not mistaking it for another part of the station? Nobody's been living here. I see. You have a nose like a reindeer. It's like, are you sure you're not basically Santa Alter? Okay, that part is... I probably could have put Santa... They're easy to miss if you don't pay attention, but there are indeed signs that somebody lived here. Maybe Archer or Shinjuku already fought them off. Then why would you need to clean up afterwards? Indeed. The only reason to clean up would be to hide whatever it was that took place here. Master, hypothetically speaking, if you came here alone and found an empty campsite, shell casings and blood, what would you think? I'd be on my guard. Indeed. Which is exactly what whoever did this didn't want you to do. Their mistake was in not accounting for a companion who is familiar with this labyrinth. Especially not one who remembers that there used to be an unremarkable campsite here. It seems we've been spotted. Most likely, they plan to take their time surrounding you before taking you out. As such, they wouldn't have been expecting a surprise attack like this. There sure is a weakness in their defense. Find it, and hit it hard, Master. Got it. Oh, I got it. We're going to throw everything at them, even the kitchen sink. Wait, it's a washroom sink. Let's throw the toilet too. We're gonna give them swoolies. Wait, it's not even connected to the plumbing anymore. Would you call it a swoolie then? Oh, these must be... Oh, yeah, they are the Hornets.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
胸元見えちゃってます
どうかな。
アバンチャウ
Alright, we're just gonna take them out as soon as possible.
胸元
いいとも。
見えちゃってます
差し湯ガッツ突き湯ガッツフリボルクオルタナティブ
Oh, you're to death. Yeah.
参ります
どうかな。
I probably could have done it. Oh. So how are they gonna do it?
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
オイル見てくださいます
まさにサマーバケーション
それでは皆様お手を拝借優雅に決めましたも
Oh, Tamamo!
言い逃れは聞きませんわ浮気移り遺伝子に近く狐はまるっとお見通しいざ受け上がれよけがさ上腕一瞬
Overkill.
お一人様に
Nice.
Ah, 任せ
胸元見えちゃってます
遅い
参ります
Damn. Alright. Which one should we go for? The middle one.
任せよあ
胸元見えちゃってます
あほら
コンコッ
Almost.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。王の話をするとしよう。
胸元見えちゃってます
There we go. Eliminate the middle one. You do damage.
星の宇宙に物見の打てが楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
参ります
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
魔境深淵の英知行くせジャッジメントの時間だぜ。差しうがち突きうがちゲイボルクオルタナティブ。
言い逃れは聞きませんわ。浮気移り気で遅刻狐はまるっとお見通し。いざ受け上がれよけがさ上腕一瞬。修行にかまけたばかりにこの始末とは。
That should do it. Thank you for for the instructions, Master. You did very well. Thanks to fighting alongside everyone. Yeah, that's true. You definitely became a first-rate master. You were aware, of course, that you have my genius to thank for it, right? Da Vinci, can you please, just focus on the analysis? Even with a station this big as this, I figured you would notice if I got into a fight with the enemy. And I was right. Now, if you don't mind, there are really quite a lot of them, so I would appreciate your help, Master. So, you've seen us. Now I understand why he told you to meet here at Shinjuku Station. Indeed. At any rate, Archer's in the middle of battle. Let's hurry. Come, my coffin. Haha. I would appear to be nearly out of bullets. Come to think of it, how does this thing reload anyway? Well, never mind that. The enemy is still here in force. And by my calculations, I win. Huh? We made it, Master. Alright. Ah, there you are, Master. I haven't seen you in so long. More than, 12 hours by my count. I'm not sure that qualifies as a long time. Be as it may, I'm glad you made it. And you must be the knight who helped Master escape on that motorcycle. For that, you have my utmost gratitude. He's acting like he's never met her before, Master. So, you saw who I was even amongst all, amidst all that chaos. No wonder you are, called the Archer of Shinjuku. I'm sorry. What are you playing at here? Not that I really need to ask. So, are you the man that I fought back then? I knew it. Who are you? What is your true name? What is your noble phantasm? Your every action drips of deceit, and yet there are also times when your true self shines through. You were attempting to keep Demon Blade safe back then. Was one such time. I'm certain of it. I'm certain. As you know, we have not established formal contracts with Demon Blade. We were simply keeping together out of happenstance and shared interest. He has not yet reached a point where he can serve as an anchor for us to manifest in this world. Thus, there was no reason to defend him back then. Your fear of death was sincere. The rider of Shinjuku is no more. The rider of Shinjuku is more berserker than a rider. Stand before him, and your death is assured. Run away, and you might just manage to escape with your life. The incineration of humanity is over. Damon Blade dying would have no effect on the world at large. So why did you save him? To be honest, I'm not really quite sure. My body seemed to move almost entirely on its own. Of course, now that you mention it, you are correct. It makes not a lick of sense. Why did I move to protect him? Of course, I could certainly not abide a meaningless death for myself. Why do you think I did it? How should I know? I'm not gonna say you're a hero because technically, well, this is a world of villains. Then let me ask you this: what is your relation to the archer Shinjuku with whom I fought? So you managed to fight him and survive. Impressive. Thanks to outside interference. I understand that you are not the one that I fought. However, I am certain that you are related somehow. Now tell me, who are you? I suppose you could call me a clone, or perhaps something more akin to a waste product. I may look just like him, but my true name has been stolen. I've been stripped of most of my power. Your true name stolen? So, is this like a split into good and evil kind of deal? Oh, I see what you mean now. I suppose that would make me the good one. I hope you are. Now I see. Alright, let me sum up. I was a villain, but I had some remnants of conscience occasionally complicating matters. So, in order to become the perfect ultimate villain, I divested myself of my good side. Seen that way, the evil side must be exceptionally powerful. Now that you mention it, your spirit origin does seem to be incomplete. But on the other hand, if you could complete it, you might be able to take your true name, back your true name. Emphasis on might, that is. My true name, right, my true name. As I'm still able to deploy my noble phantasm, albeit to a lesser extent, I thought it did not matter if I forgot my true name. But I believe I would indeed be better off if I reclaimed it. I've never seen anyone so happy about forgetting their name. You must be quite the blackguard. Hang on a moment. Didn't you say something about it not being safe to reveal your true name before? Ha 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 ha. I was bluffing. Bluffing? Think about it, young man. How would you respond if I'd said, sorry, I don't actually know who I am myself? That's shady. Indeed, clearly, I made the correct decision. At any rate, we have successfully rendezvoused. Now we should leave while we still can. Well, Master, it seems I now have a goal of my own. Yes, I shall seek my own name and repair my spirit origin, and serve you with even greater power. Would you be willing to shake on this as well? extend with a hand without a word. Thank you, my master. Ah, this is grand. I feel like celebrating. That's quite enough out of you. Stop it now, or I'll cut you down with my sacred sword. Ah, yes, my, apologies. Arturia Alter, was it? Hold it. How do you know my true name? Huh? Hey, yeah, nobody ever mentioned her name. It was the only logical conclusion. Apologies. My apologies. Were you trying to keep it a secret from me? One thing I seem not to have forgotten about myself is that I've never been good at holding my tongue. Answer the question. Very well, shall we start at the beginning? Grand. Firstly, your sword was something of a giveaway as to your being a saber. However, it is theoretically possible that you could have been a rider or a berserker. But the odds of being a rider using a motorcycle for a mount seems vanishingly small. Of course, the motorcycle could have been your noble phantasm, but then it would hardly make any sense for you to fight with that sword. And given your finesse with while mounted and your eloquence, we might safely rule out the possibility of your being a berserker. Unless you're... yes and no. And the fact that you fought with my other self and survived indicates that you're a highly skilled saber. However, your apparent age is something of an anomaly for a saber. Generally, such a servant would be summoned in her 20s, her prime. And yet, you look a deal younger than that. Unnaturally young, one might say. This could only mean that at some point in your life, before you became a hero, you ceased aging. You speak in standard English without an accent. However, such knowledge would have been given to you by the Throne of Heroes. So, this is hardly helpful. That you're a woman is something... Oh. Oh, come on. Let's go back. That you are a woman is something of a complication. There are, after all, few female knights who have made a lasting name in history. Of course, magecraft would enable you to disguise yourself as a male. Unfortunately, there are a small number of female knights who did leave their mark in history. Most would appear a bit older when summoned than you do now. Jeanne d'Arc was an exception, beginning at 17 and dying at 19. But she was an amateur with a sword, something which you clearly are not. And so I was forced to assume that you were believed to be a man by those who came after you to record your legend. There is also the brazen attitude and kingly mien that you've demonstrated since we've met. When you take this alongside of what we know, namely that you are a famous, ageless male knight of the Western lore, the answer was quite simple. For sake of discussion, let us say that you were Arthur Pendragon. That would certainly explain your royal bearing comportment. But even if you were once known as Arthur, it is very unlikely to be your true name. So, we arrive at Arturia, a corruption of a feminine form of a Taurus. And if there was a saber who could be corrupted, it would be you, would it not? And one last thing, her blade positively oozes of malevolent energy, and yet she referred to it as a sacred sword. As such, the only sensible conclusion was that that she was somehow inverted. In other words, an altar. After all, were that not the case, it would be far too difficult to survive in this hellish world, even for one as pure and wholesome as King Arthur himself. This makes it all but a foregone conclusion that she is, in fact, an altar. And, well, if I am wrong about all of this, that is all right. I don't mind looking the fool. Of course, if I am correct, you will surely stand in awe of my deductive skills. And so you see the process that led me to deduce your identity. How did I do? Well, you're not wrong. And I believe you got that you got that from her appearance and her saying sacred sword that one time. Archer, are you a detective by any chance? That would make sense. I know. He was like Sherlock Holmes just now. No, a detective? No, I don't think I am. That is funny. If anything, I find that to be the most loathsome profession in the world. A detective. Yes, that profession would certainly suit him. With his observational skills and detective reasoning, he could play detective all day. However, Kirillite, it is because he used that skill and reasoning for evil that he stands before you as a servant now. I knew there were two of them, but I didn't think they were split into good and evil. I'm surprised that even a modicum of anything that one could call a conscience. At any rate, if this is the case, the problem is that even thornier than I thought. That building's form is already fairly visible. I believe I know its role as well. The problem comes down from falling 3 points. Where does the ammunition come from? Is it possible? Is it even possible, and why would he do that? In a sense, I'm impressed that there's still so much I can't see, even from after coming all this way, Archer. What exactly are you up to? The more I learn, the more questions arise. You may have likened yourself to a butterfly, but you seem more like a spider to me. Could that book be here in this city? Yes, it could be. Then I believe it's worth pursuing. Book? Come to think of it, do you like dogs, Archer? Dogs? Well, I don't particularly mind them. Well done guarding the roost, Cavall II. Want some dog food? Oh, I didn't think there were any friendly dogs left in Shinjuku. Good dog, Cavall II. Now shake. He just turned away. Here, Cavall. Want some dog food? It's really good. He knocked the food down. Am I imagining things, or does this dog think it's better than me? Arcturia's desperately pinching herself to try to hide her laughter. That is a good dog. Alright.
どこからか甘い匂いがし、報酬獲得です。
I'll get these fragments. We'll like
ダヴィンチちゃんの素敵な工房にようこそ。今日は何がお望みかな？
I have only 21 quartz.
こたつに車輪がついて。
Alright. Caster again. Oh, We're gonna have some fun with this one, I think. I think I know what character it is, but you know. Can I? Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Where is it? Did I put all that stuff in the second? Might have. Shoot. No. Alright, yeah, we'll do this. Black mane, fire wheel. Okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. Wake up, Master. We have an emergency. Is that a phone? I understand it just started ringing all of a sudden. Any ideas of who it might be? Perhaps you were cut off from Chaldea? No, our connection is still stable. Besides, a phone wouldn't exactly be our method of getting back in touch if we were cut off. Who's gonna answer it? He will. Of course it's me. Are you okay with this, Senpai? Don't get dragged into the phone, alright? Even in Shinjuku, I doubt that will happen. At least I'm pretty sure it won't. Anyway, go on, pick it up. Never heard of anyone being dragged inside a phone before. Talk to me. Good, you picked up. Just as I expected. Don't say a word, just listen to me. If they ask you who I am, tell them the first thing that comes to mind. There's no need to lie. I'm calling with information for you. How you use it, if you will use it, is up to you. I just saw some soldiers from the League of Phantom Fiends on the move. They were led by a servant named Emiya. Wait, what? Yeah. They're headed for the altered Jean d'Arc's hideout. She has remained neutral since she was summoned. She neither helps the weak nor bows to the strong. She simply sticks to her territory and roasts anyone who dares trespass. However, those soldiers are heavily armed, and the only logical conclusion is they're planning to kill her before she can join you. That said, Jean is the Dragon Witch, which I once made an enemy of. Can't guarantee that she is trustworthy. Do you plan to go and help her anyway? There's her hideout. Heh, calm yourself, Demon Blade. I'm glad to hear you just answered, as I thought you would. You'll find her in the Shinjuku National Garden. You may want to hurry. Who was that? What did they say? Well... I see. So Jean has claimed her own territory without regard for others, which is so a Jalter thing. What kind of alter does she think she is? I think I'll tie her up the back of the Cuirassier altar. And take her for a take her for a ride around the Metro Expressway. That's awful. I don't think we should go help her. Oh, why's that? Bluntly, she's quite mad. I tried sneaking into her territory once and she said, she merely said, repent, die, etc., 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 and hit me with wave after wave of explosive flame. It was like being attacked by a living inferno. She's a Dragon Witch. Don't you think that is terrible that she would do that to a poor innocent man? I like her already. Let's go. Don't worry, Archer Shichiku. I probably would have done the same. How's that supposed to make me feel better? Alright. I'll plot the fastest possible route from here to the park. Go ahead and get ready, and we'll leave as soon as we can. Hold down the fort while we're gone. Yes! What is with the dog? Ha! Or ya. Yeah. Ha! Ooh. Finally landed a hit. A human fortress altered into a human tank, eh? Or perhaps an aircraft carrier would be more accurate. For all your toughness and firepower, it seems that all you can do is flail around. Now, don't you feel like a silly country girl? Jean d'Arc Alter? Why what kind of servant are you using a modern-looking gun? Only a gunner like Billy the Kid could even think about getting away with something like that. There are exceptions to every rule. Some of us just like to customize the hell out of our weapons. Every servant knows swords are stronger than guns, but many things depend on how they're used. Now I see. That used to be a sword before you twisted it into a hideous gun. Freak. Right you are. Now then, Dragon Witch. As Shakespeare's Hamlet once said, to be or not to be. Which would you prefer? Not that it matters, I suppose, since you'll suffer a little painful, death either way. I believe in killing someone begging for life is a specialty of yours, isn't it? You want an answer? Fine, here it is. You messed with the wrong woman, you little shit. I'll burn you to cinders. My. Dragon's Roar. Huh? She didn't. Wahaha! If I die here, I'm taking you with me. Are you so dense that you can't even figure that out? Stew jerk? Short version of stupid jerk. You'd blow yourself up. You're as hard-headed and sight-shorted as your original self. Can I make it? Time for you to burn up and disappear. Look on the map, Duhane! I can feel the heat all the way up out here. No wonder this flame is capable of burning her to death. Or at least, that's how she imagines it. She's a fake. She doesn't actually know what the flames were like. She's simply recreating what she thinks it was like to the best of her ability. What a waste. She would have been useful. I could have used her one-track mind to sick her on targets like a mad dog. Well, no matter. Explosive power like that would only complicate matters. I suppose it's just as well she's gone now. That bastard used his shield as last second to deflect the flames and escape. Well, he's not getting away with it. Next time I'll kill him for good. Oh, great. I can't move another step. Well, so what? I'd rather die like a dog than burn at the stake. Maybe somebody will rob me of all my, belongings and dump me in the river. Maybe, while they're treating me like a plaything. Or maybe someone will save you. Who's there? It's me. You've certainly gone through the ringer, haven't you? Did you inflict a blast on yourself? Oh hey, it's that loathsome ice bitch queen, said the mad dog. So what do you want? I thought we already agreed to leave each other alone and do as we please. That's no longer the case. I have a master now, you see. That's right, I have a master. You have what? A master? A master? You? The bitchy lioness who mauls anyone who gets close? And you're the one so proud of, you'd announce it twice, no less? It goes to show the difference between us, Mad Dog. Why, you little... Well... So what? Knowing you, I bet your stupid master's barely a step up from an apprentice. You're probably a nervous, shady-looking wreck who's barely squeak out of command. That's the only kind of master you could... Nice. Yeah, dude, I don't know what what she told you, but you're being played. I mean, you did save the world, right? Surely he can find a better servant than her. Why, that would be me, rest assured, Jolter. David Blade can count on me as well. Hey, pal, you better let me join your servants. I can be better than these two. Hey, that's not very nice. Not one bit. Tell me exactly what we are lacking. There's so much I can't even be bothered to list it all. Anyway, it looks like the hyenas have caught my noble phantasm scent. Hey, get rid of them for me. We can talk after that. Ooh, hyenas. Actual hyenas this time.
よし、戦いだ。
No.
苦手だけど全力で行こうか。いいとも。
はいよ。
どうかな。
くらえ。よっ。
Oh, this Jolter is not as good as my Jolter. Yeah.
Are you?
Why are you complaining about that?
どうかな。
Why not? I don't know. Three phases, eh?
お任せ。夢のように立た
Let's
せ
do it.
こうかいよ。いいね。
We'll just wipe them out.
私の名前を覚えていきな。てめえはそエルドラゴン。太陽を落とした女ってな。砲撃よーい。木図と消えな。 はいよ。
お望みのままに。どうかな。
Okay, this will definitely help.
王の話をするとしよう。
はい。いいのね。
星の宇宙民、物見のウテカ、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいる。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
くらえ。
Alright. I don't really need to do this, but just for the sake of it.
いいのね。任せな。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラフロンドメントニュヘイ。
Empty drive. Sands. Some extent.
砲撃よーい。木図と消えな。
お任せ。夢のように立たせよ
ここがはいよ。私の名前を覚えていきな。てめえはそエルドラゴン。太陽を落とした女ってな。
う。ご苦労様。じゃあ次
And
に
that
行こ
was the easy wipes. Okay. Spinal fluids. Yes, let's actually take the spines of these jokes of mages. Yeah. The battle is over. Well done, Master. Wait, you're a shielder? Why aren't you over here helping us? Well, Due to extenuating circumstances, I'm currently on servant leave. Is that so? Kinda wish you weren't here. You weren't, seeing as you're our last bastion of defense and all. Oh well, I guess we'll figure out something. We'll figure something out. Thank you for your understanding. I'm honestly taken back. I didn't even know you thought so highly of me. I remember you refusing to let go of your shield, even though you had to fight back the tears of fright. Seeing as we detestable holy maidens don't get scared at all, I figured you'd make a better human. What a waste. I'm sure we wouldn't have lost if you'd been on our side. Right. Hey, Mad Dog. Stay out of this, ice bitch queen. No one cares what you think. I'm told the servant possessing Mash is Galahad. That makes her one of my knights. I don't want you having to try to poach her. Hey, who knew the Ice Bitch Queen even had emotions left anymore? But unfortunately for you, she is not Galahad. So, I can do what the hell what the damn well I please. Ice Bitch Queen, damn. So I can do what I damn well please. Yes. Is that so? Can't we all just get along? Me? Get along with her? Yeah, for once I'd have to agree with her. What are you, stupid? Did you mean that as a joke? Because I'm not laughing. The important thing is we have a new and capable ally. Now let's begin our counterattack. And what makes you think you can give us orders, Archer? Hey, I remember you now. I'm gonna mess you up for what you did. I'm sorry to sneak in your territory. Please forgive me. I was rather desperate at the time. You think I give a shit, old man? I'm pissed about what, about you blowing a hole through my gut. Huh? What? You better have not forgotten. Never mind Shinjuku, I had to crawl around the subway just to escape. With all those guys after me, I never had a chance to catch my breath. Oh hey, would you look at that? It's steak burning o'clock. I'm gonna crisp you up real good. Wait! I understand how you feel. Please slow down, or I'm not the Archer of Shinjuku you think I am. Huh? You see, I see you don't believe me, but that I don't believe. We do, not that I blame you, we do look alike. But it's truth. He's the evil Archer of Shinjuku, the Archer. I'm the good Archer. Huh? No wonder she doesn't believe you. Indeed. To be honest, we still don't completely trust you yourselves. You can trust him. Really? Nope. Sorry, I can't. Strange. For some reason, these old eyes of mine can't seem to stop crying. For some reason, for someone with a genius-level detective skill, you'd think you'd know how not to act suspiciously. A genius speaking to a genius. Alright. Archer? Yeah, we're just gonna go with Archer. Yeah, we're gonna go with this lineup. Screw it. His good side, eh? She's French, not Canadian. I certainly understand why you don't feel like you can trust him. But if nothing else, he really did risk his life to defend Damon. I see. Alright, fine. I still don't trust him, but I can deal with him accompanying us. Is that so? Because I don't recall allowing you to accompany us. I've got at least as much right to come along as this Shinjuku Archer does. Honestly, I'm amazed you made this far dragging along. You simply are incapable of being quiet. I can stand the rattling of your chains, and I can't stand the rattling of your chains and armor all the time. Oh. Like you're the one to talk. Hey, now that you look closer, it's not a bad outfit. At least by your standards. Why did you pick it anyways? Not that I care. What's so notable about my outfit? This is Shinjuku, remember? A good servant always dresses to match their location. A lancer I know had a silly-looking Hawaiian shirt that was quite becoming on him. It suited his flippant persona perfect. Wait. She's talking about Kool-Aid. So, why shouldn't I wear the same type of clothing? I don't see the problem. So hey, on a completely different topic, that place over there looks pretty shady. Shady? All I see are the remnants of a perfectly ordinary boutique. Maybe that's all you see, but I've got this sixth sense about these sort of things. There's something there. I'm sure of it. Is that so? Something there, huh? I see. On that note, I'm gonna check it out. Wait right here. If you leave me behind, I'll kill you. John? Astonishing. It's refreshing to see how remarkable and surely straightforward she is. It happened so fast, I couldn't even think of a way to stop her. Let's wait for her. Waiting is fine and good, but... Sounds like multiple motorcycles. Please be careful, Master. Picking up 3 sources of powerful magical energy. Hey, check out those bonus just lying around. It's a geezer and a chick. Did we luck out or what? Let's take them all. Can't even tell if they're being polite or not. Wait, what? No, my apologies. They're so all over the place that I couldn't help but be slow to react. I'm very sorry, Master. Don't worry about this. We've got it. I knew that witch would bring us nothing but trouble. Very well. I suppose I can be moved to deal with them. Check these babes out and say that again. What? Oh, they have chimeras. They're not just any chimeras. They're special demonic beasts made by mixing science and magecraft. So they're chimeras. The guy said, who sold them to us said they're more like phantasmals, though. That's how powerful they are. I believe you may have been deceived. I think the term for it is false advertising. We got a volume discount for buying 3 of them, so it was a killer deal. Go on, Super Chimeras. Sick 'em! Even his name for them is unimaginative. Regardless, do not let your guard down. I suspect they're a deal more dangerous than they look. They've created haphazard, misshapen, defective components and somehow made it all dangerous. Regardless, remain alert. Keep your guard up.
よし、戦いだ。苦手だけど全力で行こうか。
任せな。はいよ。いいね。そうだよ。倍返しさ。
Wait, why are you bashing on
こ
Sultan?
の辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Alright, let's do
いいね。なまれ。
どうかな。
よっ。あがくな。
お、ん。どうかな。
そこだ。
Oi. They actually have quite a bit of HP.
砲撃よーい。木図と消えな。
お任せ。夢のように片付
do that.
砲撃よーい。木図と消えな。ここいいね。私の名前を覚えていきな。てめえはそエルドラゴン。太陽を落とした女ってな。あがくな。
Yeah, they're on the rough side.
Makai, 任せな。はあ。倍返しさ。
Let's Yay!
消えるがいい。舐めてくれたね。こいつは高く消えるがいい。消えるがいい。
お任せ。
Wow.
夢のように
You hear that darkness?
泣け。よかろう。
お望みのままに。
火を鉄線。極光は反転する。光を飲む。エスカリバー・モルガーン。そこだ。
There we
おし
go.
まいかい？じゃあ一切合切いただくよ。
I guess you could call those wild beasts. Since we're going with raiders, doo-doo-doo. Time for assessing. I need to up his skills. Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Hey, what's going on? How can they be this strong? Maybe a silly name, but the threat they pose is genuine. And there's one still left, still one left. You may be dead, but that Super Chimera still lives. Go, Super Chimera, kill him dead. Huh? It's dead? No way! This is not our lucky day. It's Ryder! It's the Rider of Shinjuku! I was monitoring his location, but he closed the distance in an instant. Just killed the Super Chimera in one bite. How can its jaw be that strong? Master, back up. Slowly. You need to get out of Ryder's range carefully. Just do it so. Master! It's gonna bite me. Hang on. Don't give up just yet. This is a howl of a soul filled with hatred. The Gaunt meant to hang! You idiot, you could have killed us all! What was that? You're the one who gave me the signal to use my noble phantasm. I didn't, know such. You. Bingo! Wait. Put down a sacred sword and listen to me. Fire caused by Jean's noble phantasm has surrounded you. There's no way to escape. Good. That goes for the Rider Shinjuku as well. Not even you could easily jump over a wall of hellfire like this. On top of that, we can use it to keep the master safe. As long as he watches out for the heat. Ha! At any rate, my apologies for dragging you to this, Master, but I'm going to settle my score with Ryder now. Go for it. Like servant, like master. Very well, but make it absolutely sure you stay behind me. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah, that's actually better.
よし、戦いだ。苦手だけど全力で行こうか。
Alright, let's go like this.
夢のように片付けよう。
Not sure how he's gonna target, so
背中を押せ。どこだ。
another break bar, so
そこだ。
しゃ。
we'll go
エラン背中を押せ。
Buster Chain.
どこだ。
あがくな。
しゃしゃ。 あの鐘の音が聞こえる。 信託は下った。
Yeah,
お望みのままに。
I need Merlin's NP.
聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示した。アズライ。
Pretty decent damage.
しゃ。
お望みのまいいとも。
選んだ。
それ。
There we go. Whoa, that was a crit. That was a crazy crit. Yeah, we'll do this. I'll also do
あ
that.
の鐘の音が聞こ
And first him.
夢のように
Go
え
like
る。身を
this,
出せ。
just in case.
消えるがいい。
王の話をする
信
としよう。
託は受け負った。
星の宇宙に物見の打てか楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
At least we'll get some heals.
聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示した。アズライ。 どこだ。
And there's his break. Does that mean he... Ah,
ほ
damn.
んと役立たず
He
で
went
ごめん
for... I don't know if he has True Strike or not. So we're gonna do this.
受け負った。どこだ。では死ね。
Alright. At least he has guts.
Ah, あまりに脆い。
さあどうだ。はい。ええ。どう？汝の道はすでに途絶えた。
He does get True Strike. great invincibility. Alright, he's dead.
報復の時は来た。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラクロンドメント・デュヘイン。
どこだ。
さあ、首を切りましょう。
Escapes.
おさらばです。
Don't expect us to go easy on you, dull hen. Did you get it? Not yet. Wind. Bullseye. What? Master. I'm okay. It got away. No. Your blow was definitely fatal. And Jean's fire was perfect. Of course. Your orders were absolutely spot on too, Master. The only failure was here was in my strategy. I underestimated the rider's tenacity. The hatred the wolf bears is deeper than the ocean itself. The wolf is the one controlling the night. I should have realized it sooner. Dull hens are only an urban legend. They may seem scary, but they're nothing more than a harmless concept. At most, they're innocent. At most, they're innocent fright. But not that wolf. Its loathing knows no bounds. It doesn't eat people out of hunger, but out of hatred. It really despises people that much? Oh, yes. After all, what just happened, I'm certain of it. That hatred is no mere thing of myth, nor is this wolf something that was simply worshipped or abandoned. It's far more direct kind of hatred, the sort that comes from trauma, something like having one's wife murdered. And I know of only one phantom spirit who meets that description. Oh, so it's an inverse? A beast made its mark in mythology would be more akin to a phantasmal. A being who is worshipped would never hate humans that much. Certainly not enough to eat them. I mean, it's such a barbaric act. In other words, an inverse, a famous wolf with a historical bearing. The Wolf King. You're correct, Master. A man named Seton once wrote about it. He described it as a real-life demonic beast, a monster so smart it was feared as a literal demon. He loathed humans for killing his mates, Blanca, and that hate persisted until his death. Lobo, the king of Kurumpa. Now I see. So it grew by feeding on humans and hatred alike. Hey! The hell's wrong with you, letting it escape after I went and used my noble phantasm? Oh yeah, sorry about that, it was my fault. Feel free to chew me out all you like. Stay away from me, you stink. I meant scold me for messing up, not my ad hominem insults. Are you ashamed of yourself for this, Master? You should be. We'll get him. I'm sorry. Don't do it, Master. Apologize. Apologize to her once, and you'll never hear from the end of it. Hey, shut up, ice bitch queen. Anyway, I've got this idiot back. Now, what do we do? What do we do? It's unfortunate we weren't able to finish off Rider of Shinjuku. But with those wounds, he won't be returning to the front line anytime soon. Worst thing about that rider was its ability to zip all around Shinjuku. But now that it's immobilized, we'll take out the League of Phantom Fiends. In other words, oh, I know, the Berserker. Ah, that puppet master, or rather the puppet herself, as she's the one who poses the most danger. I say, didn't your parents ever teach you to not to finish other sentences for them? Now that I've gone and wasted a perfectly good Eureka face, shut up! Come on, Master, say something! Nope. Huh? What's the problem? I mean, she and I, are both alters. So being bad is the same as being good for us. Speak for yourself. I may allow evil to run amok, but I'm not, but not at the expensive order. I knew you and I wouldn't get along. Did you actually think that I might consider you an ally? If this were a proper Holy Grail war, I'd already killed you on the spot. Oh yeah? No time like the present, huh? You make a good point. You're damn right. I do, ice bitch, queen. Whoa. This isn't right. Why is this happening? Stop bickering. Bickering? This what you think it is, Master? I'm gonna skew her alive, just like her good-for-nothing son did. Well, isn't this something? One moment we're having an ordinary conversation. Next, they're trying to kill each other. This is trouble with altered servants. Now. I'm sure both of you have plenty to wish to say to one another. Things you'd like to kill each other over, but please, this is hardly the time. Let's take care of the Berserker of Shinjuku first. Then you'll be free to do whatever terrible violence you wish to each other. Well, what do you say? I suppose we can. I can wait that long to kill her. Fine with me. I can handle you any time you're ready. Wonderful. It's great to see you two getting along. Now, let's use our newly forged alliance to take out the Berserker of Shinjuku. Go, team! Let's get out of here, Master. Go on, lead the way already. Jeez, you can be thick sometimes. Coming! Yay, team! Yay! Nash! Thank you! Haha, easy there, Archer. Ugh, what's with this hideout? It stinks, it's old. It's perfect for you, ice bitch queen. Oh, gross. There's a dog? I hate dogs. If you don't like it, you're free to turn your spirit turn into spirit form. Or even better, disappear for good. You wish. Anyway, if Master can take it, then so can I. Shit. Now, come on, Master. Do you have anything to say? I'm waiting. That looks good on you. I know, right? I mean, of course it does, since I'm the one wearing it and all. What a pushover. Another phone call? How would you like to handle it, Master? Hello? I'm glad the rescue mission worked out. I only wished I had some good news to follow it. Talk to me. Usually I prefer to make my reports once I grasp the full truth of the situation. In cases where there's no room for conjecture, and ordinary people can't understand what's going on, step in and conduct vigorous conduct vigorous investigations. But this time, I'm afraid there was only so much even I could do. Even though there are still a number of unknowns, I need to pass this information on to you right away, regrettably as that may be. It's incredibly vexing, but I'm afraid I have no choice. After all, time is not on our side. I've never seen this man so desperate. He plans everything down to the smallest detail, and thus utterly detests when things take too long. So, while this method is atypical for him, it also means that everything in my investigation points to him as a culprit. This malicious Shinjuku... Oh, come on. The station has become a veritable dungeon. Every building here is in some state of disrepair. However, have you noticed that there is one building which has been completely replaced? That's right, you've seen it before. That strange tower taking place of the Metropolitan Government Building, the tower that grows day by day. That tower is the barrel of a gun. Barrel of a gun? I don't blame you for being taken aback, Master. But as well as it may seem, it's the truth. The Archer of Shinjuku is the one that isn't your servant, is the leader of the League of Phantom Fiends. And I know what he's after. He plans to destroy the Earth, to obliterate it. To tackle that tower, you must first defeat the League of Phantom Fiends. The Berserker Shinjuku, Assassin Shinjuku, Rider Shinjuku, and one more. The archer that uses modern-day weapons. Shanta Alter knows him well. You should ask her about him. I'm sure you'll be heading out to defeat these servants as soon as you have a chance of victory. Who do you plan on facing next? Berserker. A reasonable decision. The Berserker can be found in a Kabuchiko, near Kabuchiko. He's a typical tyrant, an absolute dystopian. There's also the logistical problem, what with you being outnumbered, but I'm sure you can handle that. The real problem is, well, you. I'm guessing you'll be presented with a choice, though I'm afraid you'll get hurt no matter what what decision you make. As your guide, let me give you some advice. Endure. Whatever it is, you can take it. Hang on that nobility of yours. You'll always be you. Oh. And as for the Archer of Shinjuku, don't trust him too much. I've no doubt that he's your enemy. As long as I'm going around investigating like this, the archer will surely be able to deduce the conclusion that I've reached. So, telling him not to trust him is not a stretch by any means. Anyway, now, just wait to see how he reacts upon learning about this. No doubt Master will try to trust him, but some suspicion will surely remain. When the time comes, he will attempt to kill him, or merely deceive him. Or perhaps he'll do something that not even I can predict. Either way, we'll find out soon. Alright, what's next? Is it a battle? It's a battle. Well, I think I'll just call it for now. I'll do the rest of this probably tomorrow or later or something. So, I hope you had a good time, whatever. I'll probably transfer this later to YouTube or whatever. So, I'll see everybody later. Peace!